Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to News Plus. This is your host, Dr. Yavuz Selim Salai, physician, entrepreneur, and venture architect. Again, on another Tuesday, I'm with one of the top women leaders. She is building bridges between the world, the United Kingdom, Turkey, Africa, and the rest of the global world. Phenomenal lady, MUTLU, MANYAS, WHEATLEY, the founder of MANYAS and Partners and many other companies under this big umbrella. Welcome, MUTLU, to News Plus.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you.
So excited to have you. I know how busy you are in your busy schedule, and I'm really thrilled and excited to host you here at NTR.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me. My pleasure.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, with our colleagues at TRT World, we prepared a small movie, and after that, we'll get back to MUTLU. So let's stay tuned. Let's check this video, and we'll be right back.
Turkey is making investments in countries on the African continent in a bid to develop a mutually beneficial relationship. It's part of Ankara's plan to diversify economic interests away from the Middle East and Europe. What's in it for all sides? This is Turkey in Africa, Decoded. Turkey is among the world's leading producers of textiles, automotive parts, and construction materials. As a G20 member state, Turkey's largest trading partners have traditionally been European Union members and these other countries. But behind the scenes, Ankara has been busy courting countries on the African continent. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan wants trade between Turkey and Africa to reach $50 billion by 2025. Now, this might seem an ambitious target given the current trade volume, but Erdogan might be onto something. In 2003, Turkey had a trade volume of $5.5 billion with African countries. By 2019, Turkey was trading with $26.2 billion. Now, these numbers have dropped to around $20 billion this year due to the coronavirus pandemic. One of the reasons for Turkey's interest in Africa? Well, Ankara sees a major reorientation of its economic and political interests in the past decade away from traditional power centers, for example, in Egypt. This has created space for Turkey to carve out new partnerships across Africa. Where in Tripoli, Turkey has supported the UN-backed government of national accord against the UAE-backed Khalifa Haftar. So how has Turkey gone about building its relationships in Africa, you might ask? Following a somewhat similar approach to China's. We recently heard Turkey's Minister for Trade use the term win-win, a firm favorite saying associated with China's engagement strategy in Africa as part of its One Belt, One Road initiative. Whereas China is cultivating new ties, Turkey is relying on its Ottoman past to gain new business access in Africa. Turkey has prioritized aid distribution and capacity building as well as vocational training, building schools and hospitals. For example, in Mogadishu, Somalia, Ankara renovated a 200-bed training and research hospital constructed by TİKA, Turkey's International Development Authority. Turkish soldiers are also training a 20,000-strong Somali National Army at a sizable military facility on the outskirts of Mogadishu. Now, how do I know this? Well, I traveled to Somalia and met Somali officers who spoke perfect Turkish. Turkish firms now operate Mogadishu's air and seaports, and Turkish Airlines flies to the city with a stopover in Eritrea. It's not just military matters Turkey is engaged in. It is looking to expand its ties post-pandemic into areas such as e-commerce, agriculture, and construction. Because countries in Africa with a history of Western imperialism might be a new frontier for the Chinese ripe for exploitation, Turkey has the benefit of time and of hindsight, of being connected to Africa by faith, and a belief in a shared future on equal terms. Let us know what you think on our YouTube channel, and I'm on Twitter at Ali_Mustafa.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I'm so thrilled and excited to host a phenomenal, powerful businesswoman, MUTLU WHEATLEY. MUTLU, welcome back.
Thank you.
So, I know you very well, MUTLU, but for our viewers, for our 900 million viewers across 40 countries, I'm really excited to introduce yourself, MUTLU WHEATLEY, as a role model. But also, I want to understand your motivation and your excitement and what inspires you as you become this role model.
Thank you. Born in Turkey into a family with lots of lawyers, I think I was destined to be a lawyer. Back in Turkey when I was a child, there were two options. You could be a lawyer or a doctor. And as we had enough lawyers in our family, my parents wanted me a doctor, actually, and I was educated in that way. But then when it was time to choose which university to go to, I thought being a lawyer will suit my personality better. So I had to take extra module for another year. And I was accepted to one of the best law schools in Turkey, Marmara University. And after graduating, I came to the UK, studied, and I did massively valuable work experience in top law firms in London. Then when I went back to Turkey in year 2000, instead of joining the family law firm in my hometown, I set up my own, my family law firm in my hometown. I set up my own law firm in Istanbul. I was lucky enough to start working with leading companies in their major international projects in my very early days. I guess I did a good job while learning a lot from the industry group at the same time. So that improved my work and MANYAS law firm. Over the years, our business developed steadily. Our clients in Turkey include leader companies in automotive, shipbuilding, and health sectors, as well as suppliers, exporters, tech companies, and startups. We expanded to the UK 7 years ago, and I'm proud to say we evolved into a major consultancy firm. MANYAS and Partners Consultancy and many business solutions have successfully delivered inspiring projects. I always become a team member in my client's organization, and I love creating something together. It feels so good to be part of something bigger than me, create something that somehow touches people's lives. The story of 3 bricklayers. There are so many versions of it, and one of them is rooted in an authentic story, actually. After the Great Fire of London in 1666, which destroyed London, the world's most famous architect, Christopher Wren, was commissioned to rebuild St. Paul's Cathedral. One day, Christopher Wren saw 3 bricklayers on a scaffold, one crouched, one half standing, and one standing tall, working very hard and fast. So the first bricklayer, Christopher Wren, asked the question, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm a bricklayer. I'm working hard laying bricks to feed my family." The second bricklayer replied, "I'm a builder. I'm building a wall." But the third bricklayer, the most productive of the 3 and the future leader of the group, when Christopher Wren asked the question, "What are you doing?" replied, with a gleam in his eye, "I am a cathedral builder. I am building the world's most beautiful cathedral." So that's my philosophy, and that gives me motivation. I always want to see the big picture, and I'm aware that I'm part of a thing bigger than me.
And can you explain further your work and your mission and vision in life as MUTLU WHEATLEY?
Now we are a big organization having bases in Turkey and the UK, consisting of experts in their areas. MANYAS and Partners support corporations and brands to reach their goals and potentials. Consultancy becomes the model in 21st century business because that is the best way to get greatest people in their area. You can't always hire the best people as part of your organization, but in consultancy model, you receive the knowledge, expertise, and experience of the top people. However, it's not always easy to first get the best people and manage and coordinate different consultants. So MANYAS and Partners is a one-stop shop. I'm going to explain with an example. If a company wants to enter into a new market, we provide a turnkey solution for them. We are a market entry enabler. We first complete the analysis. It can be go or no go, which is very important and saves companies a lot of money, time and effort. Then if it's a go, we prepare the company's strategy. Then we start working hands in, brand management, marketing, company setup, legal compliance, export import requirements, tax issues, hiring, renting, supply chain, contracts. We have a pool of experts with proven success in many industries, and we identify the company's needs and accordingly set up the team and do the job. After entering the market, depends on the client's choice, we carry on in later stages. So we enable corporations and entrepreneurs, investors and business people from strategic markets like Turkey, Middle East, Africa, in order to enter UK market. In regard of mission, we are a strategic market enabler for business in the UK.
That's impressive. I think you are spot on in terms of being a one-stop shop, really supporting in market access and really making sure at every level you can provide the guidance, and the go, no-go decision is extremely important. And you are a very successful businesswoman and a strategic leader. I want to understand also your view about the cultural, strategic, and economic importance in this new world between the United Kingdom, Turkey, and Africa. What are the opportunities that you see at this stage?
Turkey and Africa have a long history and ties. I'm so happy to see how the trade between Turkey and Africa is developing and how much African people love Turkish TV shows. I worked in several projects in Africa, starting 2006 in Algeria, then Sudan 2007. My client sold commercial vehicles to Sudan in 2007, 14 years ago. In some areas in Sudan, there was no road for the vehicles to run, so my client needed to make some changes in the minibuses. But it has changed now, I'm sure. I made another minibus distributorship deal in Algeria in 2014 with a different OEM client, and it was a different story this time. So you can see how rapidly things are changing in Africa. And I've got other deals in steel industry a few years ago, 2017. So there's a huge potential in Africa for humanitarian and development efforts as well as for economic ties.
I agree. I mean, starting for Turkey, of course, historical ties go back to centuries, but within the last era, since 2005, Turkey has announced, Africa Year, and then more embassies have opened up, Turkish Airlines, Marif Foundation, TİKA, DEIK, under the Trade Ministry, and many other NGOs, as well as semi-government and government, organizations poured into Africa to build, hospitals, ports, and many other areas. But as, MANYAS and partners that has done so much in Africa, do you feel we are at the stage, or do we have much more to do? What is your vision at that stage?
We have gone a long way. The export to Africa from Turkey has increased 60%. And Turkey has been an important partner in Ethiopia. Turkey is the third biggest investor of operational capital in the African country after China and Saudi Arabia. And Turkish companies have already invested 6 billion in sub-Saharan Africa. So we have gone a long way. Turkey built roads in Somalia. It's good progress, and obviously pandemic interrupted the trade and everything. There is still a lot to do, and there's still a long way to go, but we are in the right direction, and we have done a lot. I'm happy with that.
And MUTLU, I'm very curious. You are in an agile world, and you adapt, and you're providing guidance to many industries in terms of market enabler as one-stop shop. How did pandemic affected the way you do business and your clients, how they do business from your view?
Yeah, having bases in the UK and Turkey, we had been using the technologies the world is using at the moment. We always had our video call and all working from home, working with remote working. So as MANYAS and partners, this has been our lives, but our clients weren't like that. So, but they've adapted. So remotely working is part of almost all businesses. And as we are active in manufacturing industry, like automotive, they are going business as usual. And I think it's been a year now, more than a year. As far as I see, my experience, companies adopted the new normal, and they are doing so well. And yeah, obviously the courts interrupted a lot, and all cases, hearings are being delayed. So in terms of court procedure, we are really behind. But in terms of business and manufacturing, I think the businesses have done really, really good.
As Ntr TV, we have seen more actually viewers watching this television channel, which is only Turkish channel, broadcasting in English, French, and also with our partnership with Somalia in Somalian language. As a international broadcasting company, Ntr TV is now broadcasting from Luxembourg through Astra 2G satellite. Also with France, we just started also utilize Eutelsat, which is another satellite, and with Turksat through Ankara. So even in rural areas of Africa where there is no internet, they're able to get the beautiful messages you're giving right now. And we are really excited to provide African solutions for African problems and really empower 1.4 billion Africans, brothers and sisters. In that sense, do you feel there is value in what with TRT World, which is our biggest strategic partner in providing also news?
Absolutely. You are doing an amazing job in there. And the news you have just explained, well done, a big well done, a big applause, really. You are doing a good job connecting countries, connecting businesses, connecting people. And I really wish you all the luck. And if I can contribute in any way, I would be happy to do that.
This is your television channel as well. We are looking for bright leaders like yourself, strong women leaders who can actually be inspiration for our African viewers. And that's really the whole idea. So we're wide open to your amazing series you may create in the future. I'm also curious, because we met at Clubhouse in a new, media outlet, and you have done phenomenal at the very first Clubhouse program. We had more than 1,500, attendees. You cannot bring in a conference that many people and also engage them in that interactive. And you're doing that every week, MUTLU. I mean, you have done an amazing work there. Tell me more about, under Investors Mastermind, which is the largest investor club, the Turkish and UK Business Opportunities Group. How is it going? How did that idea came up? And what are your future plans for your business as well as for the Clubhouse?
Yeah, thank you for the question. It's been going so well. We didn't accept that much interest. In our first program, as you said, 1,500 people. And last week we did another one. And again, the same interest. And the good thing about the program is it's really connecting people. And after the program, so many people just really contacted with each other, and they are working on some potential projects, potential businesses, and that's the idea. So in Clubhouse, in UK, Turkey, Business Opportunities and Strategies, the room is called. Every Sunday at 6 p.m. Turkish time, 3 p.m. UK time, we are discussing about UK business opportunities as well as Turkey-UK cooperations and opportunities, and governmental sports and others. And people share their experiences and their needs. And we really have good matches already in 2 weeks' time. And from now on, we are going to choose like a niche subject. Like we are going to talk about technology investments in 1 week, and then like food investments in another, so people can talk more and give more information to each other, and just build a good network in their area. So yeah, everyone is welcome, and we are happy to help.
Mutlu, I think you are changing the world one step at a time in a modest but very kind way. So for our viewers, how can they connect with you? What's the best way they can do business with MANYAS and partners? How can they actually reach and engage more synergy with you? What are your recommendations?
If you just Google MUTLU MANYAS WHEATLEY or MUTLU WHEATLEY, you'll find our company, MANYAS and Partners Law Firm, Many Business Solutions, which is www.many.com.tr, and for MANYAS it's www.manyas.net. And yeah, I'm always approachable.
I know you are. I mean, the way you are approaching and connecting different businesses is amazing at Clubhouse. So I'm really thrilled and excited and looking forward to an amazing collaboration in the future as well on behalf of our team here, production team as NTR as well. I want to get your final words for our African viewers. But before getting to that, can you tell a little bit about the Many Business Solutions as a brand? Because it's quite interesting before getting your message for our African brothers and sisters.
So Many Business Solutions is our brand for agile markets. And we have been working on selected projects from the strategic markets such as Turkey, Middle East, Africa, UK, and in our areas currently food and beverage, software, fashion and textile, geographic authentic products, and industrial materials for the UK market. But therefore, I have been preparing market attractiveness reports upon these demands from primarily Turkey, but why not Africa? So follow us, and you'll get the reports for the UK market and in which areas you can do investment or get into the market. And our vision in Many Business Solutions is to be most admired agile market enabler for UK in the minds of corporations, entrepreneurs, investors, and business people from strategic markets like Turkey, Middle East, and Africa.
Mutlu, I'm really impressed with your communication skills. And as your team is evolving, as I get to know them, it's very impressive, from joint ventures to strategic planning to operational, success, as well as market enabler. You are really doing a one-stop shop business. I'm really excited to be able to introduce you to our viewers. I want to get your final recommendations for our African viewers across 40 countries, Mutlu.
This is an amazing opportunity for me to reach you, and I really like to continue work in Africa, and I'm happy to help people and businesses in Africa, in Turkey, and in the UK. There's a big potential, and African people are just like Turkish people, agile, creative. There is nothing we can do together, and I'm happy to help.
Thank you. MUTLU MANYAS WHEATLEY, an amazing powerhouse, a phenomenal, successful businesswoman. MUTLU, thank you for being with us today at News Plus.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. My pleasure.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is another end of News Plus program. I was really excited to host a phenomenal, successful woman leader, the founder of MANYAS and Partners and many other companies under it. Make sure to connect with MUTLU MANYAS WHEATLEY through LinkedIn as well as her companies, and also connect on Clubhouse, as well as reach out to us through our WhatsApp numbers so we can connect you and provide you opportunities in the United Kingdom, Turkey, and across Africa. This is your host, Dr. Selim Sulay, Senior Anchorman. See you next time at News Plus. Take care and all the best. Bye.